This is very advanced, Harry," she said, barely above a whisper. "It's no wonder she's like this. This tumor has been growing for a long time, maybe even years. Whoever had her before, they must have known. They must have left her because of it." Harry's jaw tightened. He looked down at the dog, imagining the life she'd led, the people who'd looked at her and decided she was no longer worth their time. Left her to fend for herself, to scrape by, one painful step at a time, looking for food and shelter in a world that had no room for a dog in her state. "Poor girl," he murmured, voice breaking. "You didn't deserve any of this." Dr. Lorna nodded, her expression softening. "Most folks won't take on an animal with problems like these, but it doesn't make it right. She's been fighting to survive out there on her own, poor thing, and no one's shown her even an ounce of kindness." Harry's eyes lingered on the beagle, her body curled up so small, her chest rising and falling in a broken rhythm. She'd endured so much, far more than he'd realized. The scrawny body, the wounds, the fearful eyes that seemed to search him for any hint of cruelty. She was a fighter, but barely. The world had almost crushed the last bit of hope out of her. "Let's not waste any more time then," he said, his voice low but steady. "Whatever it takes, Lorna. Just give her a chance." Lorna looked at him, her face showing both admiration and a bit of caution. "All right, Harry, but it's going to be a long road. There's no telling if she'll make it, but I'll do everything I can to help her pull through." As she continued cleaning the dog's wounds, she spoke softly to the beagle, her voice soothing. Harry could see her hands moving with care, mindful of every bruise, every scrape that covered the fragile little body. The dog's eyes drifted shut, her body going limp under Lorna's touch, her breaths softening. For the first time in what might have been days, maybe weeks, she seemed to relax, as if surrendering her pain to the care of these gentle hands. Harry sat back, the weight of it all settling heavily on him. He'd known hardship in his life, seen his own fair share of suffering, but